Hey, what's up, guys? This is KTC Gaming, and I have another interview for you guys, actually. This interview is with, I got to open my Discord back up, but I think, if I remember correctly, I think it's RosscoM. Yeah,
Yep.
all right.
What's the first one?
Yep, so, yeah, this is going to be my second interview, doing a YouTuber interview, which is surprising that I'm doing another one. I wasn't expecting it to happen, but here I am. So we're gonna pretty much kind of ask sort of the same questions that we did with Emerald 56, but with Roscoe. So we're going to see what what it was like for him starting out on YouTube.
Okay, so starting was um, I'd watched a lot of YouTube before I started, so I sort of knew I knew how YouTube worked and things like that. And I'd just seen all these different styles of videos and thought, I might as well try a few of them.
Yeah,
At the time, I didn't have a whole lot. I just had like an iPad and like an Xbox, and that was about it. So I just kind of recorded my TV. And that's kind of how I got started, and then did that in 2014. I want to say around about the age of 11.
yeah,
And now it's like 5-6 years on. I'm 17 now, and I'm still going and I'm still improving.
yeah,
And I hope to continue improving, of course.
yeah. That's almost the same with me. Like I didn't really have like a really nice phone, so I was using like an old iPhone 5C for my first video, and it was like 480p. And then after a while, I finally got the 7, so I managed to go up to 480. Then I started trying to push it up a little bit, and I got to 720. And then since then, it's been at 720. Unless I make a short video, then I can push it to 1080. But that's because I have the iPhone 11 now. But even though it doesn't have that much storage, sometimes I still have to do 720. So I pretty much work with what I got.
Yeah, it is definitely all about finding out like what you can do within your limitations, because oftentimes that makes you actually more creative, because you have to work around certain things.
Yeah, that's also like with my when it comes to editing. When you're a new YouTuber, that is the hardest part of the entire process is the editing, because most of these people are buying these like really fancy editing equipment, and I've been using iMovie since I started.
Yeah,
And I've actually learned a lot of things through iMovie that a lot of people didn't even know you could do with like some people that are spending like $100 for an editing software.
yeah, definitely. I spend I spend a fair amount when I upgraded with
Yeah,
my entire setup. I spent maybe about £90 on an editing software, like a one-time buy, and that was it.
yeah.
And I've been using that for like a year now.
So how long in total have you been on YouTube?
5, 6 years roughly. I joined, I think it's 6 years now, because I joined in April 2014. And now it's obviously April 2020, so here we are.
Well, that's amazing to be going on for 5 6 years and still going on.
Yeah,
Especially with YouTube, YouTube was definitely different in 2014 compared to right now. So there's been a lot of changes going
definitely.
through with YouTube, and I'm surprised some people are actually still on YouTube.
Yeah, 2014 was definitely more,
Those were
at
the
least from
big
what I could see,
years.
it was the more, what am I trying to say? There was a lot of, kid-friendly, like Stampy was still quite big,
Yeah,
and and Minecraft was still like the top game. So, so many people were still sticking to just Minecraft videos, and that's what I actually started out with. I started out with Minecraft, and then slowly just weaved into other games.
I think Minecraft is like one of the easiest starter games for when it comes to YouTube, because a lot of people watch Minecraft even still to this day. So starting your channel with
Yeah,
Minecraft is sometimes a good thing to start with, especially now that it's even bigger again, especially with, like all these other YouTubers playing Minecraft again. Now it's even boomed up even higher on the list of games to play.
yeah, definitely. The thing that sort of had the appeal for me is that every Let's Play you see of it is different due to the different personalities.
Yeah.
And also the fact that each person can have a completely different experience with it.
Yeah.
Which is always what I found fun about the game. And I still do find it fun to this day. Even though I don't upload it anymore, necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, I might still do some, like, once in a while. But not uploading it constantly. But, you know, it's still such a fun game. And I still enjoy content from it.
Yeah, that's like with me and Emerald now. He started out with Minecraft from the beginning, and he was going on that for about a year. And then he was about to end his channel when I started coming in, because I asked him how to get started and all that stuff. And then once I started doing it, I brought him back in. And then after a long while, Jacob sort of got away from Minecraft and started doing other types of things. And then maybe about a couple months ago, me and Emerald started doing Minecraft again. So we had like a little playthrough, and we started posting quite a bit. But now we're kind of just like doing those every now and then instead of all the time.
Yeah. I feel like it is crucial to move away from it eventually.
Yeah, do it every now and then if you really want to, but not like an everyday type thing.
Yeah, because I think with playing a certain game every day, I've experienced this. You just burn yourself out.
Yes, that happens a lot to me.
Yeah, I mean, I burned myself out on the latest Call of Duty when I was uploading not frequent videos on it, but like I'd uploaded a few, and then I grinded it one day for like 9 hours, uploaded a video on that, and I've barely played the game since.
Yeah, I think.
Because I grinded myself out so much.
Yeah, I'm starting to almost burn out on Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The only reason why I'm still doing it right now is because I wanted to see if I can do all those like officer rank challenges. So that's the only reason why I've still been playing it right now, is to do those officer rank challenges, because I've never beaten it before. But every now and then I'll come back if there's like a new game mode and see how it's like.
Yeah, I came back for, like, obviously I'll come to it, like, to see what's new in, like, the new season, like, new maps, everything, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not playing it, like, as much as I did.
Yeah. One thing I'm waiting for when I'm going to be going back into Call of Duty is that whole, like, original Ghost skin coming in. I know as soon as that comes in, I'm definitely going to be getting on Call of Duty for that. But I doubt I'll probably be on it a lot more afterwards. I'll probably play it, like, a few more times with, like, the different Ghost skins, and then probably give it another break before something else comes in.
Yeah, at this point I'm just waiting for Call of Duty stuff. I'm just waiting for Modern Warfare 2 remastered now.
The only problem with that, though, is that when it came out and all the PlayStation 4 people were doing it, I feel like by the time I do it, or by the time everyone else does it, no one's going to want to watch the full thing because, like, you know, the Gaming Revolution, all that stuff, posted the entire playthrough the day it came out. And so that's, like, the only issue, is that you're going to have less people wanting to watch it because so many people were already shoving it out the day it came out. But, like, I'm still going to do it anyway because I love the game. But I know it's not going to get as much traction as when it came out.
Yeah, I've been trying to, like, avoid anything to do with it, which has been really difficult.
Yeah.
Because I've seen, like, screenshots, I've seen titles, I've seen people talking about Easter eggs, like, in the thumbnail, and I'm like, nope, I'm not watching it.
Okay, we should probably get back to the question, because we just went far off into Call of Duty. Okay.
That's for a separate video.
Yeah. So, wow, that was only the first question out of, well, I can, like, shorten it down a little more. So what was, like, an inspiration for starting YouTube?
Ooh, inspiration. Probably my main inspiration at the time was Stampy. Probably him at the time.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him,
He
yeah.
was the one that I was watching the most. That's why I started off with Minecraft. I don't know, it was just, he was like the guy that I was watching at the time, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna just start YouTube. Like, why not?
Yeah.
And then also sort of, but then later down the line for when I kind of switched up my videos, kind of the end of 2018, I want to say, or like the summer of 2018.
Yeah.
I'd say my biggest inspiration for that was a YouTuber by the name of Soviet Womble. Like a massive inspiration for that style of video.
Yeah.
I would check out his stuff. It's very well made and hilarious to watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, that, and then like shortly afterwards, kind of to try different things. It was probably Fitz as well had something to add in.
Yeah.
But like those have been kind of like my main inspirations.
Yeah, I know a lot of people's inspirations are mainly gamers when it comes to making YouTube channels.
Yeah, because it's quite I think it's a diverse enough kind of market to dip into.
Yeah.
Because your experience with the game is never going to be the same, exact same as someone else's. There'll always be something.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a good way to break in.
That, with there being like,
things like that.
yeah, when having like thousands and thousands of games, there's one game that you can do that could either just like blow up, and you just never know.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so how much do you feel is different from when you started your channel compared to where your channel is right now?
Oh, so much of it is different. For one, I've matured and my sense of humor has definitely changed. So I've changed as a person.
Yeah.
So that's like a first thing. Like back then, I was 11, so like I was pretty innocent. I didn't like a lot of offensive humor at the time. So I feel like I'm not exactly the most interesting person now, but I feel like even then, like back then, I was more boring.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't being me the entire time.
Yeah,
Like,
I relate to that, yeah.
Moments that people add into their videos, like I didn't have any of those. I didn't have a weird moment.
Yeah. But I think that's because when everyone starts, they really focus on making sure that it's something like spot on. They don't want nothing wrong with it, no mess ups. Like when I made my first video, it took me 2 days just to make an 8-minute video because I wanted to make sure that it was right and that nothing would go wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
I had like scripts and stuff.
I never went that far. I didn't want it to be. I knew it was never going to be perfect, but I wanted it to be watchable.
Yeah.
I think is what I went for.
After,
So I was always, and I tried to project to this personality of being like loud or not loud, but like, positive and happy.
Yeah.
And that kind of, hi everyone kind of personality, but that's just not me. That's not the way that I am. It's not the way that I talk.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one thing that changed. Now, I feel a lot more comfortable with who I am.
Yeah.
So it helps me be more of myself in videos.
Yeah, it took quite a while to get used to turning on a camera and just going straight into a video.
Yeah, definitely. Now it's like a daily routine for me at this point.
Like at some points near the beginning when I'd go to start them, I'd be nervous. I'd always pause for a long period of time, so I'd have so many skips in my video. But now I can just turn it on and just go like that.
Yeah, a lot of my Let's Plays specifically, I end up being quite quiet through times, but that's because when I'm playing a game, I tend to focus.
Yes.
And a lot of the times I forget that I'm recording.
I do that a lot.
I know that I'm recording, but I'm focused on the game, so like it kind of slips in and out of my mind throughout.
Yeah, because when you're doing a game, you can't really skip too much, or else people wouldn't like that. Just seeing you skip a whole bunch in the game, and it's like when you're playing a game and you're real focused, you're not really focused on like doing commentary. You're focused on making sure your gameplay looks good.
It's just one of those things that I need to try and find the balance.
Yeah, I'm still doing the same thing.
Commentary in the game.
Like sometimes I'll try to like fix it a little bit and do like a little bit of, like a voiceover after production or something.
Yeah.
If I can, or if there's something I can put in to like, fill the quietness of it.
Yeah. The way that I separate, I have two styles of videos, is what I put it. The ones that I put a lot of effort, time, editing into, and then I have Let's Plays, which I leave as basically, for the most part, raw, uncut footage of me playing the game.
Yeah, that's what I did for the entire Modern Warfare series.
People just playing through an entire game.
Yeah.
And that's why I make the videos fairly long as well. I make them like 45 to 50 minutes.
Yeah.
But then with other games, I've tried to cut that down a bit to about 20-25 minutes.
Yeah, that's like a normal video size, because not many people really go like the full 40 minutes, because sometimes most of my videos, it could be like 10 minutes long, and they'll only watch about like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes before they like exit out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can get bored really quickly.
Yeah. That's why I try to fill it with some amount of comedy and a bit of myself
Yeah.
into the video. So, for example, I'll react to what the characters say and like I'll give like a sarcastic comment or something like that, just to try and add to the game in some way, so that it's not just like, you know, you could have watched like a no commentary video and it would have been the exact same.
Yeah. Okay, so
But
for
yeah,
the
that's the kind of main thing that's changed. The main thing that changed is me.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable now
Yeah.
with the whole idea of YouTube, and it's a lot easier.
Yeah, and it takes a while to adapt to it.
Definitely.
So, from when we was talking about how much it feels different, how about the content changing over time? Like, was you like just gaming and then later go to like reactions, or what did the channel like change like back and forth through over like the whole YouTube period?
So I really didn't have a solid idea of what I wanted to do until about 2018. So from 2014, that's like 4 years of not really knowing what I wanted to do. And I sort of flip-flopped between different styles of content. And I flipped between, first it was games.
Yeah.
And then, like, I flipped between gaming, vlogging, and stop-motion animation. I flipped between the three because I was interested in all three.
Yeah.
Vlogging has slowly lost its appeal, so that kind of died eventually. But it started flip-flopping between, like, gaming and stop-motion for the most part.
Stop motion's pretty cool. There's some neat stuff you can do with stop motion.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mine wasn't great. I look back on it and I think, you know, I didn't have the patience for it, really.
Yeah.
So I did get rid of it eventually and decided, you know what, I'll just watch really impressive stop motions.
Yeah. I think I tried stop motion one time. I had the Nintendo 2DS when it first came out, and it had a stop motion feature on it. And so I would do stop motion with my Nintendo 2DS, like the flat ones, the ones that couldn't fold. And that was very hard because since it couldn't fold, you needed a prop stand and all that stuff to keep it still.
Yeah.
But the camera on it was terrible, so it was never really good looking.
Nah, mine was it never got to the quality that I wanted it to be. But that was because I didn't have the patience for that genre of video. And
Yeah.
I'm glad that I got rid of them.
That, and as you get older, you start to... Yeah, that and with getting older, you start to lose the imagination of what to do with a stop motion. Like, some people can do this, like, amazing action sequence, all this story build, but then the more you get older, then the more complicated it gets, because then you try to think more into it, and then the more you think into it, the more it's just like, well, that's just too much, or that you can't do it because it's just way too complicated now.
Yeah.
Whereas as a kid, you could just do anything.
I would have wanted like a bunch of stories, like a bunch of what seemingly seemed like separate stop motions to all link into each other at the end.
Yeah.
But like it just never ended up happening because I'm not that good of a writer, and also I could never, like, you see all these people, they get the timing and it feels like a cinematic, like TV show or a film.
Yeah.
I could never get that timing right. It was always either slightly too long or slightly too quick.
Yeah. Yeah, because stop motion takes a long time, especially if you're trying to make it fluid. You're taking like 400, 500 pictures for like maybe even like a minute clip.
Yeah, it's mad, and you know, respect to the people that do it as like that's their content. Like, mad respect to those people, but I can't do it personally.
Yeah, I sort of the same way. Like, I used to do like comics when I was in like middle school and all this stuff. I would create like the most coolest things ever, and then if I try to like draw now or do some sort of little story thing, I burn out within like a minute, because then I'm like, well, I don't like that, or it looks too similar to the old one, or it seems too cheesy, and it's like I don't have the imagination I had when I was doing all those awesome comics before. And then when I look back at them now, I'm like, well, yeah, I can see how at the time that seemed like a cool idea, but then every time you look back at something, it's like, well, that was terrible.
Yeah. I feel that way even about my YouTube content. I look back and I go, oh, that could have been better, that could have been better.
Yeah,
But then, obviously, now I take that as a note and I improve it for the next time.
yeah. Like
I feel like I'm constantly getting better.
Yeah, if I was to ever rewatch my old content, it would probably be like a try not to cringe challenge on my own channel. I would be like, alright guys, let's try not to cringe watching my old videos.
Yeah, fails challenge immediately.
But it's also not that it's bad, but it's also like a really great moment where you can look back and just be like, I can't believe I've gone from this to where I am now. Like, I've made such a long journey onto what I am now. And so without doing that, you wouldn't be where you were now.
Yeah, that is like the way to look at it. Don't look at it as, oh my god, I did that. Look at it as, I did that and it got me to where I am now. It got me to here.
Yeah.
I'm a lot happier with it.
A lot of people don't like what they did before, but it's like if you hadn't have done that, you wouldn't be going into what was going on afterwards and what got even farther after that. It's like everything was there to where you are now. Like without that, you would not be where you're at now. And so everyone always has a rough start because that's something, because it's new, you're getting into it, it's your first time, and then it takes a while before you get used to it, and then eventually you're at this like amazing point, and you just gotta look back and see that you couldn't have done that without that.
Yeah. Like I'd say that for the bulk of my content, I couldn't do videos that I do without the people around me as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's a massive thing for my content, considering that what I like doing is the sort of funny moments type stuff. And obviously, I can't do that with just me.
Yeah.
That's droning. So with the people that I have around me who are all similar enough to me to where it all sort of blends together and it all feels natural, but they're also different enough that they don't feel like another me.
Yeah.
Everyone's got something that's a bit different about them, which is fantastic.
Okay, most of these questions are kind of different. Let's see. So we already asked that one. What do you think of the future of the channel? Like after a while, like where do you see your channel going?
Yeah. Okay, so the future of it. I'd like to get more into live action films. That's something I definitely want to go into. But of course, I need more of a crew to do that. And obviously people to be in it, people to work around me so that I'm not just creating on my own. Because what I tend to do is I can come up with a concept for something, but I can never flesh it out in the way that I like it.
Yeah.
So that would make it difficult to film. But I feel like with the right kind of people around and the right timing, I could sort of go into the films, as well as still improving my editing on my gaming videos and stuff like that, because I'm still going to keep that going because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's the sort of basis of my channel, and everything else is sort of, if you want to watch it, go ahead.
Yeah. Here's a question I didn't ask Emerald before. What do you think of with channels collaborating and stuff? Like, I don't think many channels do that as much as I think they should. Like, many people, they're very independent about their channels and only on themselves. But there's rarely some people that'll actually, like, get a hold of other YouTubers and do these amazing collaborations. And that's what I've been doing since I started my channel. I've only collaborated with about, like, 2 other YouTubers, one Twitch streamer, but it was never on my channel, but I was on his Twitch. And I can kind of count this as like a collab because, well, me and you are both doing this video, and it's like not many people are doing that with other people.
Yeah. I feel that it's difficult to try and get a hold of people
Yeah.
Because I've definitely tried contacting people that I'm like, oh, we make, similar styles of video, let's see if they respond. I've had a few responses where it's like, nah, I don't think we're quite similar enough. I don't think you'd kind of either fit into my videos or I'd fit into yours. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times it's like talking to brick walls. You don't get responses or anything like that, and no one seems to be interested.
Yeah. I definitely know how that feels.
People should be collabing, but aren't.
Yeah, like if someone wants to collaborate with me or something, I'm like, well, heck yeah, if you wanna like do something, I'm up for it. And there's not many people that will do that, where they're like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a bit more difficult with my style of video because I have to get along with the people. There has to be some sort of dynamic,
Yeah.
or else it's boring. And the one time that I did bring someone in who'd seen my stuff, it didn't go down particularly great, and I kind of had to say to them, or I kind of had to just stop putting them in videos, stop talking to them, things like that.
Yeah.
Which was really unfortunate, but at the same time, didn't really fit in with the rest of the group dynamic, and a lot of the group didn't actually enjoy his presence.
Yeah.
It was more like tolerating him, and sometimes he took things too far, and he never really fit into the group dynamic.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, there'll be some people that maybe like have a channel that's like, it's like not too adult like, but just like in the middle, and then you bring someone in who probably like just like swears like a sailor and all types of stuff, and it's like, well, I've never done that, or I've never had that on my channel, so maybe, yeah, like some people would be like, well, I've never had that on my channel, so I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, the way that I look at it is, I don't mind people swearing, I don't mind dark humor, because that's my style of humor as well.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff fits in, but there are times when people took it way too far.
Yeah.
And it went from being funny to being like that realm of too offensive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Like, there's edgy jokes and then there's offensive stuff, and I had to cut and blur out so much, or not so much because not a lot of it made it in, but I had to cut quite a bit of it and stop stuff being in that I didn't want on my channel.
Yeah. But I think that's also because the people that are doing that on the channel, they're trying. I'm wondering if that's them just trying to see if they can do something, but they're not really seeing that maybe something that they're saying or doing is not exactly okay. And I think that sometimes it's just them trying to just trying to throw something out there, just to keep something going, but they don't see it until maybe afterwards when they're like, well, yeah, maybe that was a little too far. I think it's just people in the moment trying to just keep things interesting, although some things may not really be that interesting.
Yeah. The way that I deal with it is that I don't tell people when I'm recording, because I try to get, the funniest stuff tends to happen when people don't know that they're on camera.
That is true.
Right? So I don't tell people when I'm recording, so occasionally stuff comes out that I have to cut because it's too personal.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't really fit in with the rest of the stuff, so I'm like, okay, that has to go. But what sort of ended up happening is I felt that because people knew that I could be recording at any time, they started to try and force humor.
Yeah.
Which just ended up with it going too far because nobody was finding it funny.
Yeah.
Which was, it was slightly kind of upsetting, but at the same time, it's well, just one of those things.
Yeah, it's after a while they start to realize that, well, he's probably recording. If you become too quiet or you're not talking like your usual self, then that's usually when they're like, oh, he's recording.
Yeah, I don't tend to change on recording because I like people having the raw reaction, and I give that raw reaction.
Yeah.
As well, but there is sort of a part of me that filters myself slightly. I don't say stuff that I normally say, that's more personal.
Yeah, that's what I'm meaning. When you're recording, you don't really sound as you usually do, as if you weren't recording, and then that could sometimes let people know that, well, I wonder why he's talking this way, or why isn't he doing what he usually does, and then that maybe sometimes also be well, he's probably recording then.
Yeah, definitely. That was
I think I've only done that one time when I was with my cousin Gage and we were playing like State of Decay 2, and I recorded the whole gameplay of us doing it, and then afterwards he goes, "Was you recording us?" I said, "Yeah," and he goes, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "I didn't know that." And I said, "Well, don't worry, man. Anything you said that was probably bad, it ain't gonna be in there anyway."
Yeah, definitely.
Because it was funny though, like it was so fun and hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the times I seem to remember things funnier than they are, and I go back and watch and I'm like, okay, that entire session seemed to be funny. What? Why is there all of this, like, unfunny crap, like dead space?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's weird to look back on, but at the same time I have had some of them where I'm like, okay, that was funny, and it still is funny.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like you go back and you go through all the footage, and of course you take out like the long silences, you take out the ones that are just like maybe not good, and then you usually always find something really good that you can put in. And then maybe if you don't have enough, you can make another video, get some stuff from that, put those together, and then you got yourself a video, like a highlight video or something.
Yeah, it is definitely, the way that I try to enhance that is by not just having moments. I try to edit it, and like I put subtitles in like a lot of YouTubers do, and I try to, I put them in when needed. I don't subtitle everything. I subtitle what has to be highlighted.
Yeah.
So if somebody says something but you don't quite hear it, but it's vital to the joke, I will subtitle that. So to make sure that that is heard, or at least seen.
Yeah. I think I do sort of the same thing, but with iMovie not being that really good when it comes to putting subtitles in. I'll usually put like a little line or whatever, like whatever people saying on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, it's easier for me now because I started off. I tried it with iMovie and said, "Nah, that's not what I want."
Yeah.
And eventually, when I switched my editing software, I've got a version of Vegas, so that allows me to mess with it in the ways that fits me and it fits my style.
So I guess I'll just do the last question, which is basically what are like some things you want to say to the your audiences or your subscribers that have been there maybe since the beginning and all that type of stuff. It's more of basically more like an ending question of like, what do you want to tell the people that have like been on your channel for this long and have supported you all the way?
I would definitely say to those people, thank you so much for sticking around, because this is one of the things that I find the most enjoyable in my life, and it's how I spend so much of my free time, and I work on it as hard as I can to try and entertain you people at home, and thank you for sticking with me. And to anyone new that comes along, welcome aboard the ride. I hope you stay around.
Yeah. Guys, if you guys want to go to his channel also, I will have a link down in the description. I will also have his channel name down here on the bottom of the screen. So you guys can go over there and go to his content, subscribe to him, and share his content, and help him get even bigger than what he is already. Because it takes a lot of work and a lot of patience to get going. And so that's really the most important part, is definitely the patience.
Definitely, yeah, because you're not going to be a millionaire overnight. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication. Yeah, that'll do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked this video and this type of content, then hit the like button. If you would do I keep forgetting the line I do. Like, I always change it every video.
I've kind of got a thing down now that I say.
Yeah.
Like I've got it now.
If you guys want to help support the channel and all that stuff, you can subscribe to help the channel grow more and become better. Also hit the bell to be notified when new videos come out, although sometimes it's a glitchy and it doesn't want to work. Do it anyway in case it does work. And with all out of the way, guys, I will see you guys next time with a brand new video.